Did you miss me? Popcorn ready. Quincy Reviews giving y'all the latest news from Snowfall, the Wu-Tang Clan series, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and other miscellaneous dope series. I'm back. I know I missed last episode. I recorded it. Long story. But we are back with episode 7, season 6, Tornero House. Wow. As you guys know, a quick recap from last episode. Jerome has left us, you guys. Wow, he has left us. Our favorite uncle, our favorite big homie, our favorite OG is gone. Man. He went out with a bang, trying to save his wife. All right, this episode starts off with them putting Jerome on a stretcher, with his wife looking over him. They trying to comfort her as she take him away as the wife screams. Leon walks her to the door as blood is still over her face from getting kidnapped from her enemies. Oh man. Whose fault is this, you guys? We can name plenty names, but I'm still gonna blame her. Man, she's screaming his name. She wanted to almost go with him, as Franklin is hearing that. He was crying in the last episode, seeing his uncle laying on that floor. Leon walks into the door, as I says again, as blood is still over her. He asks her if he needed security, as she tells him the war is over. She walks inside and sees there's a wedding picture and gifts, as she's standing there alone crying. Meanwhile, the detective is in a house with Franklin's $73 million with his girl. And he still wants to find Franklin. He gets a knock at the door, and it's her ex. It's his ex-wife, actually. He notices she is pregnant, as the detective congratulates her. His ex wants to know why he wants them to hide. And she finds out that she has Franklin money. And she tells him he needs to give the money back so they can fix it. And if not, she is going to throw a public execution on him. The public wives know everything, right? The past wife knows all information about him. So we shall see how this plays out. Franklin goes to go visit his mom, and he confirms her brother Jerome is dead. They go visit him at the mortician, and Franklin goes to comfort her as she pushes his hands away as she views her brother's dead body and walks away. Meanwhile, the cop's girl agrees with his ex about giving back the money, but he believes the money belongs to them. Auntie Louie is home. She gets a visit from Jerome's sister. She lets him know that her brother really loved her, and she wants her to end the beef between Franklin, her son, But Auntie believes that all of this is Franklin's fault. Meanwhile, Franklin needs $500,000 from Leon. They talk outside about the passing of Jerome, so they confirm that he got him on giving him the bread. Jerome and his wife, as his wife is sleeping, she has flashbacks of that day. She can't sleep, she's tossing and turning. So she gets out, she finds the keys, driving fast, screaming, and she's losing her mind. And she crashes her car into Scully's domain. And his boys pulls out a gun on her. As they kind of know who she is, but they don't. She screams, "What you gonna do? Shoot me, shoot me." As one of the men noticed that it was her. So they all put the guns down. She meets Scully at the door. And he comforts her and heals her from the scars and wounds. And she asked him from last year, from the passing of his family, how did he deal with the death from his daughter and his girl? So Scully lets her know that he goes through pain as well, and lets her know that they is always with him. Meanwhile, Franklin and his wife is sleeping on a vacation. Franklin and his wife is sleeping at a private location, and he has nightmares. And she lets him know that she is right there, and they're going to carry on the plan, and everything is going to be okay. Last episode, Franklin killed Teddy's father, so they're definitely hiding out from that. Auntie picks up a friend to comfort her, and her friend has open arms as she cries in her arms. Gustavo has a visit as the detective. One of the CIA members is at his home. He lets him know that he has 2 days to bring him Teddy, but Gustavo wants a promise for him and his family so they can leave the country. Leon is at the crib, and his girl walks in, and she walks in with a bag full of books and other things, especially with bags full of books. She tells him that she wants him to leave the hood, but she can't wait because she's afraid they're going to be next. Leon asks her to give him more time, but she can't wait. Next scene, they are at Auntie Louie's crib. She is in the tub, and her friend talks about the past and laugh. Her friend lets her know that this isn't her fault. She gets a page from Teddy, and she lets him know that she has been busy because he has been trying to get in contact with her. So they agree to meet up at 3 as she hangs up the phone in his face. Meanwhile, Wanda, Leon's girl, gets a greet from Franklin's mom. She offers her a job at the shelter and to take over. Wanda is surprised by the offer. The mom doesn't even have it in her heart anymore to work there. Franklin meets with Gustavo as he needs more money and for the passports. Gustavo lets him know that he can't wait anymore. Tells him that the DEA has been at him, plus Franklin and Teddy as well. Franklin, with rage, immediately pulls a gun out on him, asking him what they say. He tells them they only want Teddy, so they come up with a plan to get Teddy in a few days. It's crazy how seeing how Franklin used to be this low-key guy. Now he literally has become a killer. You know, like if this was like now, or even back then in the late 80s, early 90s, he would be considered as a serial killer, you know? That's like 2, 3 killings he didn't kill, you know? Now, Teddy and Auntie Louie meet. He noticed her face is scarred up and bruised up. She tells him that Jerome is dead. He looks surprised. And she finds out that Teddy's father is dead and finds out that Franklin killed him. Teddy wants Franklin, and Auntie lets him know that if he wants him, he needs to wait after the funeral and to leave her alone and to wait afterwards. Boom. On this sad day, the next day, you know, they arrive at Jerome's funeral. Everyone is dressed in black. Leon and the girl speak. She tells him that this could be you. Just a few days ago that Jerome was alive and that she is scared. As Jerome's wife is waiting by the casket, Jerome's sister, which is Franklin's mom, also stops by the casket so she can whisper saying, "I'm sorry." The dirty black cop also shows up. This part actually got me mad, by the way, y'all. But the dirty black cop shows up to Jerome's wife to tell her that she's sorry, that he's sorry. And she looks at him mad, saying, "So no one paid you?" And he looks at her with a lying face, saying, "No." I mean, if he was there, do you think this would have happened, y'all? Leave a comment and y'all let me know. If the dirty black cop was there, y'all let me know if Jerome would have still been alive. I'm just saying, who knows? As the singer sings, the pastor speaks. Next they leave the guy that got beat up by Leon a few episodes back for taking over the hood. And he asks him, which is Leon. He asks Leon, did they get whoever killed Jerome? And Leon nods to him with a yes. Jerome's wife looks at the casket as she's looking at a picture of him. Franklin walks up and he walks to her and asks her what she needs from him. And she asks him one question. Why did you come back for her? Because, he came back for her when she was strapped in that chair that Cain had her in. And Franklin said that he is raised to respect women and he couldn't live with himself if he left her there with Cain. She asked him, is that it? Franklin says, no. He said, you made me a promise. And he needs all the help he can get from that promise. And she tells him he is the devil as Franklin walks away. It sucks, right, y'all? Man, a few more episodes to go. Y'all let me know what's going to happen next. Popcorn ready. Thank you guys for watching.